It's going to be that threat for the severe weather that we'll really monitor closely as we go forward through Saturday and then into Sunday. But rounds of storms are expected tomorrow, Stephen.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that notable shift because, on Saturday, the smoke is going to ease a bit. The risk for severe weather, as Melanie just alluded to, is going to grow. In fact, there could be multiple rounds of heavy rain that will also raise the flood risk. Not the best timing, but I think we're used to it at this point. Fox Weather First Host Meteorologist Greg Herrera. It always happens on the weekend, right?
Right.
The storm risk, we have to pay attention to it. And Melanie mentioned it. How we've got a risk for maybe tornadoes tomorrow.
Yeah, and when we think about this, also some strong winds. Perhaps we'll even see a bow signature, which I'm going to show you in the future radar that we're going to look at, and maybe some very strong winds out of that. I want to start off with yesterday, in case you missed it. Look at this storm that blew up over New Jersey. I'm sure Stephen and Melanie, you all saw it this yesterday. Blew up here. You can actually make out the boundary right there, some sort of boundary that's set up. As it continued, this was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, dropped anywhere from 4 to 5 inches of rain in a short period of time. Look how it just blossomed, basically anchored in one spot, and then back trained. You saw a lot of the storm just popping up over and over again. We had flash flood warnings, a severe thunderstorm warning that popped up as well. And some of the wind gusts in there were 70 to almost 80 miles per hour as well. Quite an impressive day. Let's get to what you're talking about. The storm risk for tomorrow, it's a level 2 out of 5, includes a good chunk of New England, down and through the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic as well. We'll see some strong winds come out of the storm. We've got 2 waves, basically. Energy diving around that big dome of high pressure that's been baking us, and we've got the smoke that's also been coming through. Well, now we're going to throw a front into the mix. We've got heat and we've got humidity. You can feel it with the smoke, and the humidity is just uncomfortable. That will fuel some of the storms through the day tomorrow. So 2 rounds. You'll have a little bit of a lull in the day tomorrow before the afternoon round comes in from this cold front. With it, I think at that point, we'll watch for some of those stronger winds as well. And you mentioned it, the chance for tornadoes, perhaps some hail. Timing-wise, 11 o'clock in the morning, you've got scattered showers and thunderstorms that are very impressive, extending all the way from D.C. to Philadelphia, perhaps into portions of New Jersey, areas that just got slammed last night right there. Then you'll notice there's that little bit of a lull as we go through the afternoon. I'll draw your attention up to the Great Lakes now. Here comes round 2. Here comes that front. And look at this. At some point, there's been a bit of a bowing section, which would produce some stronger winds. This takes us through the overnight hours, through portions of Pennsylvania and to even Virginia. With that being said, maybe even see a couple of localized power outages. The winds not quite as strong as they were a couple of weeks ago, but we'll still see some of those winds move through, especially as we watch that through the overnight hours. Rainfall still to come, Stephen, with this one. Not a lot where you get those isolated storms, including portions of eastern PA and New Jersey, could easily rack up about 2 to 3 inches in a short period of time.
It's not would you wet rather, but that's how I'm approaching this thing. And well, I think I would rather take the rain over this smoke.
You're right. Absolutely. And Sunday, actually, I should have mentioned, looks a little bit better. Maybe a bit of a break from some of the smoke, right?
Oh, yeah.
With the northwesterly flow, at least for a day.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens.
Well, you know who knows that? Argentina fans as well as Spain fans.
Can't wait.
Of Spain, yeah. So it's the final, the World Cup final, going to happen on one of the better days, the best day this weekend. So
it's true.
Looking forward to it.